We'll be right back with more information for you about how to be careful on the web. Stay tuned. We're back, and you are watching Showcase Aspen. I'm Jeannie Walla. I have with me Nick Isenberg, who has created a film called Before You Commit, which is about some of the dangers of internet dating. Welcome to the show, Nick.
Well, thank you very much.
Good. And tell us how you decided to do this movie about internet dating, please.
I shared an office with a guy named Joe Marquez at CMC, and he got divorced and discovered the internet, and life got good. If he had a meeting in Steamboat, he got a date in Steamboat. If he had a meeting someplace like Breckenridge, he got a date in Breckenridge. We went to visit folks in Denver, he got a date in Denver. And then he comes to the office one day and he said, I just had a date with a woman in Grand Junction last night, and she asked me if I'd ever murdered anybody. And
wow.
It was a real serious question because she had dated a guy from a gang in Los Angeles. And then his next date was here in Aspen with a woman he had met, and she said she was 34 and he was 33. And he meets her and he said, she's in her 60s. She's a senior citizen.
Oh, gosh.
And I thought, boy, you need to know how to check these things out in advance.
And at that time, did you know how to do some of the things that you teach in this video?
No, I had to find out. I had to do all kinds of finding out. I researched and how to do things, and I had to create some things myself that have never been done, so that you can check all these things out.
Right. And I, as a parent, when I viewed this, was, you know, completely alarmed at the ideas of things that could happen that I had no idea about, and completely compelled to watch carefully because I thought, I need to know these things, and I need for my children to know these things. Oh. So, I mean, it is a real revelation.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Can you give us just one of the stories that's in here?
Well, one of the things that would have solved the problem, there was a story over the last weekend on a 13-year-old girl who committed suicide in Missouri. And she had been corresponding with a guy named Josh, and she had depression and stuff. And he had been nice for 6 weeks, and all of a sudden he got very nasty, and I can't use some of the words on TV
Please
that
don't.
he used, and told her the world would be better off without her.
And how old was she?
She was 13.
Oh, gosh.
She committed suicide. It ended up that Josh didn't really exist. He was created by a neighbor's parent, an adult. And if she had seen this, especially if her parents had seen this video, they would have known how to find out that Josh, immediately they would have known that Josh wasn't a real person.
And did her parents know about this Josh character?
Oh, yeah, they knew about him. They were, you know, this was her whole life.
Oh, dear.
And, you know, she comes up, just starts crying and was really upset and, you know, committed suicide.
Oh, that's terrible.
And it would have prevented this. Now, she did that before the video was finished. And there was another one in Buffalo, a similar kind of situation, over a phony person.
Oh.
And I interviewed 3 people who were ripped off by people they thought they were in love with on the internet. And the same thing, they could have used the same tools on here.
Right, there's a section about if you meet somebody on the internet and after a couple of interchanges they're asking for money, that's a red flag, isn't it?
Well, even if they're not asking for money, you can speed that up. If their writing style is different, or their spelling or grammar different times of the day, or weekends and weekdays, you're being set up by people that are working different shifts.
Right. So how do people find this video?
They can order it at my website, nickisenberg.com. N-I-C-K-I-S-E-N-B-E-R-G. No silent E, but if you get it wrong, the computer will know and it'll find me anyway.
Good. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
So you get it at nickisenberg.com, and you can buy it at the Aspen bookstore in the Little Nell here.
Okay.
And you can buy it at Sacred Grounds Coffee Shop in Glenwood, at Novelty Bookstore in Carbondale, and I can't, Executive Gym? It's the gym, the health club at the Ramada Inn and Village Inn in Glenwood Springs in the basement there. Okay. And they all carry it.
And this is something that people of all ages would benefit from viewing.
Right, and you don't have to be internet dating, because what I figured out is that to have a healthy relationship on the internet, you have to understand what a healthy relationship is. And even if we've been raised in one, or have been in one, we probably never thought about why it was healthy.
Exactly. What are the components?
Yeah, so now you know what to look for in all relationships to make sure they're healthy.
Great. Nick, thank you so much for coming on.
Well, I've enjoyed it.
All right, and very interesting viewing. Before You Commit, Internet Dating by Nick Isenberg. Stay tuned to TV Aspen. You've been watching Showcase Aspen. I'm Jeannie Walla. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and if you're watching after Thanksgiving, we'll see you next time.